What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Skull Network. My name is Nick, and as you guys probably have already seen, some of you maybe have not, but the Minnesota Vikings have made a new free agent signing, and that is now former Jaguars wide receiver Dede Westbrook. Now, this is the first signing in a while, so I feel like it's pretty necessary to talk about it and give you guys some insight on who Dede Westbrook really is and some interesting things that really come along with this signing. I got 4 things for you. Alright, part number 1, obviously Dede Westbrook is coming in to compete for that wide receiver number 3 spot, but some people don't know that he is also a guy that can return kicks. Now, if you look at his stats, he's not a kick return guy. He's returned like 7 kicks in the course of his 3 or 4 year career. But as far as punts, he has returned a total of 47 punts in his career. He has 1 touchdown, his long is 74 yards, and he averages just under 10 yards per return. And as we know, the special teams unit for the Minnesota Vikings, and especially punt return in general last year, was nothing short of abysmal. So even if Dede Westbrook doesn't end up making a major impact with the Minnesota Vikings as a wide receiver, there's no doubt that it should be some sort of improvement over guys like Chad Beebe and KJ Osborne. But that doesn't mean he's some sort of shabby wide receiver. His best year receiving so far has come in 2018 when he put up 717 yards and I believe 5 touchdowns, and then his next best year was the year right after that in 2019 when he put up 660 yards. And considering the quarterbacks that Jacksonville has had on their team for, I don't know, the last couple decades or so, that's pretty impressive. So I have no doubt in my mind that Dede Westbrook will put up even better numbers, more than likely, with a guy like Kirk Cousins at the helm, especially if the offensive line gets as good as we all expect it to possibly be. Point number 2. Dede Westbrook is coming off an ACL injury. In the 3rd week of the season last year, I believe against the Chargers, he went out and he tore his ACL, got placed on IR, and he didn't play the rest of the year. From what I know, it seems like he's fully recovered and there really shouldn't be any issues surrounding it, but you always have to keep that in the back of your mind that that was an issue and it possibly could cause issues in the future. But personally, I don't see it happening even if he gets long-term playing time. Point number 3, Dede Westbrook already has a pretty good connection with one of the coaches here in Minnesota, and that is newly hired wide receiver coach Keenan McCardell. Now, McCardell played for the Jacksonville Jaguars back in the day, but he also was their most recent wide receiver coach and was there for every single season that Dede Westbrook has been in the league. He's come out after the signing and has said that Keenan McCardell has been like a father to him, or rather was like a father to him, so there's no reason to think that that won't obviously have a good impact when he gets to Minnesota and comes to training camp. Having some guys that you already know really does help kind of get you ready and get you into the new team and helps you really, integrate better. And point number 4, I think this one might be a little controversial, but even with the signing of Dede Westbrook, I don't think that means that Chad Beebe and Olabisi Johnson will be cut from the team. And I can say that with the utmost confidence. If you guys look at the depth chart, we currently have 7 wide receivers. It will be 8 once they add Dede Westbrook on there. But there's no reason to think that Myron Mitchell will make the team, or KJ Osborne, especially considering the fact that Dede Westbrook can take the other job that KJ Osborne has, which is punt returning. And past that, you obviously have Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Amir Smith-Marset, and you have guys like Whop Philyor, Blake Prohl, guys that were undrafted and obviously likely won't make the team. I mean, you never know, there could be an Adam Thielen story in there, but it's safe to say that Olabisi Johnson and Chad Beebe's jobs are most likely safe, even though they won't be the wide receiver 3. They'll obviously be that 4 or 5 guy. That last one's obviously my own personal take, and you guys can have your own idea on that idea, however you want, but that is just what I think. And that's really all I got to say about Dede Westbrook. I do genuinely think this is a great signing. It's a 1-year deal, it's a make it or break it sort of thing. If he does well, because he's still young, you could sign him to a long-term deal. It probably won't be that expensive. But, if things fall short, which I honestly don't anticipate, then, you got a good find. But that's going to wrap everything up here, guys. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the button down below to subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video and like what you heard, make sure you give the video a like as well. If you want to share this with anyone that you know, you can do that with anyone, anywhere. If it's a crack dealer on the corner, that's your guys' best option. You guys already know. My name is Nick, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios.